I don't know what it is, but there's a certain archetype. Kelly will never. I don't think Kelly's in a position to ever change how she interprets the world because it would be too painful to accept being incorrect about anything. But there is a certain archetype of person that I notice is probably one of the most hateable type of people. Katie does this. Kelly Jean does this. I think STV Philly kind of does it. Oh God, the other who's the other guy that just came to argue with me about Israel Palestine? The other black guy that hosts shows. Dylan Burns. God, who am I thinking of? Name. Prime. I kept thinking Pisco. I know it's not Pisco. Prime. Prime does it. When you do this thing where you... I'm trying to think of how to... It's like you are kind of seriously engaging with the topic and everybody knows it, but like the demeanor that you have is like kind of joking and not really. And you do this, I think it engenders more hate than probably any other particular thing you can do. I wish I could I need a debate partner. I can demonstrate this perfectly. Join up in the Discord. No arbiters here. I don't know. It'd be something like this, okay? Like wait, who joined?
Me.
Wolfgang.
Steve.
Okay. I'm gonna argue that anime is bad. Okay, ready?
Wrong, but all right.
Okay. All right, ready? Okay.
Ready.
I just think that I think anime is just kind of bad.
Why?
I mean, just look at it.
Okay, it looks pretty dope. Looks pretty all right.
I mean, like, maybe you kind of think so, but I think it looks pretty bad.
You like? What do you like Western cartoons? What's going on here? What's your deal? What
I
do you
mean, like anything but anime. I mean, yeah, it's like anything but anime would be better. Yeah.
I can't. How the fuck do I engage with this, bro?
I mean,
you at
like,
least
do
give some
you
metrics for why
like?
it's
Do you
bad?
think that
Can you-
like? Do you support Lolicon? I mean,
Oh my god! No, you.
It's like this weird like half laugh, half engagement, half serious, half whatever, to where you're like simultaneously like smug but like laughing and joking and like sarcastic, but everybody knows you're serious, and then like constantly reiterating that like you don't care, but you obviously clearly do. This type of demeanor, I don't know how to explain it. I know that Prime does it. I know that STV Philly does it a little bit. Kelly does it a lot. She lives through this thing. And then Katie does it as well. And I don't know why people do it. I don't know if it's like a nerves thing. I don't know if it's like an intentional, deliberate thing. But this type of demeanor will totally make everybody hate you. It is such a horrible, 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 horrible way to approach conversations. And yeah, Kelly does this a lot. And I think that irrespective of what she says, I think there's a valid reason to criticize a lot of what she says too. But when you combine this with saying anything wrong, or you victimize yourself, or you do any other bad behavior and you plug it into that demeanor, it's like the worst type of character archetype that I think you're going to have it. I think it will get people to hate you more than anything else. Yeah. Oh, that one TikToker I debated did it perfectly too. Destiny debates TikToker on, was it like racism or communist TikToker? Was it this guy? Does anybody remember? Was it a concert? No. I thought it was like a progressive. This guy. Yeah, it was this guy. Yeah. Do you think he does nothing? Do you think the school could run without a president? If we live in a greedy capitalist society, which you probably agree with, appeal to this. Yeah. Yeah, don't do this. Okay, sorry. Go back to listen to this. Thanks for being my student. I love you. Would you agree that Kelly's main issue is defensiveness? I don't think she tries to be dishonest, but I see defense tactics hard baked into her personality. Maybe. I mean, like I said, I think that in general, I think that we have, when we talk about cognitive dissonance, okay? So when somebody brings up something that doesn't synergize with our view of the world, something happens to where there's this schism between like what we're perceiving reality as and what we think reality should be. And when that dissonance happens, you have to resolve it. Humans can't live because of whatever a priori logics are granted in our brains. We can't live with contradictory thoughts. That doesn't make sense, right? Something can't be and not be. Something can't be taller than something and shorter than something at the same time. Something can't, right? There has to be a resolution to these things. So I think that usually the ways that we go to resolve it, there's like two different ways. So the healthy way is usually to find a way to engage with and then assimilate the criticism or the dissonant, the thing that's causing the dissonance, right? Oh, I heard that 20,000 people were killed in Gaza. You're telling me 50,000 people were killed? Okay, well, what's causing the disagreement, right? Well, let's try to resolve this. Let's figure it out, right? And then you gather more information, and maybe you find out like, oh, your numbers are wrong, mine are right, or mine were wrong, yours are right, and then you update your beliefs accordingly. And now you've resolved the dissonance, right? Now the reality that's being presented to you coincides with the reality that exists in your mind, right? But in the other world, rather than ever trying to resolve the dissonance by gathering more information or updating your beliefs, in the other world, you seek to actively discredit all forms of outside criticism. So, oh, you're telling me that, I'm being an asshole? Well, that's because you're trying to control me. You're an abuser. Oh, you're telling me that these numbers are real? Oh, well, that's because they came from this source. I don't believe it. That's not real, right? To be clear, neither one of these is necessarily right or necessarily wrong. Depending on the source. So for instance, somebody says, oh, you should take these pills, they'll make your dick huge. And you're like, why would I take these pills that'll make my dick huge? Why would I think to do that? Like, oh, well, my uncle told me. It's like, your uncle's a plumber. I'm good, chief, right? That's a way of discrediting the outside voice. But there might be good reasons to discredit the outside voice. An abusive partner telling you, like a husband or whatever, like, hey, listen, like, just have dinner ready for me and I won't beat the shit out of you when I come home. Also, buy more Bud Light, okay? Because everybody that drinks Bud Light beats their partner, right? That person hearing that, at some point might say, like, hold on, like, you. I don't care about your opinion about me. This is not relevant. I will discredit your voice, right? And then, it's not, yeah. So I'm saying, like, there are times when we can engage in both forms of, like, resolution, and it doesn't always have to be one over the other. But if you find yourself constantly seeking to, like, if your go-to when you get criticism is to discredit the criticizer and never engage with the actual criticism, and this could be personal, it could be debates, it could be politics, it could be relationships, it could be whatever, that should be a warning sign to you. And it should be a warning sign to you with a person that you engage in. If every time you find a person gets criticism, they're incapable of engaging with it and they always blame an outside party, these people don't date them and be careful if you're friends with them.
The problem with you taking criticism on still applies a lot of the time.
Like, I don't know, it's not really a poem, I don't know what you call it, but it goes like, that didn't happen, and if it did, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you're doing the Darvo memes.
Yeah. No, this isn't Darvo.
Narcissist prayer.
It's narcissist prayer.
Is that what it, okay, yeah.
Darvo has become worthless because Darvo is employed by Darvos. It's not like yeah. Darvo basically means that whenever somebody's attacking you, you basically find a way to flip it onto the other person. So you're, there's a whole acronym it stands for, deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender, or whatever. But basically, yeah, if you find that anytime you criticize somebody, they found a way to flip it back on you, that can be an annoying thing to deal with. Although, again, that can be difficult because sometimes it is your fault, and sometimes you do need to be made aware of that. So always be careful when you learn about these new like psychological words or tricks or tools. Make sure that you're using them appropriately. Like, hey, why do you never hang around anymore? And the other person's like, well, every single time I come over, you call me like a fat loser. And I'm like, Darvo, excuse me, what? How is this my fault? What? Like, well, it might be your fault, so be careful.